Alright, today is one of those days on the Pontiac C10 here that might be slow. See how much I get done today actually. Now, I did notice that the back brakes do leak still. I have to fix that somehow. The fronts did not look like they lost anything. That's good. Where I'm sitting at, I can't really hardly tell, especially with all the rain, the ground's wet. And right now the problem is that it's just a fine steady mist. And yeah, so I really don't want to push this out and work in the mist. So who wants to do that all day? So the first thing I'm actually going to end up doing probably is I'm going to take this grill out again. I know. I found this original trim that looks to me a lot better than this repop trim. Now it doesn't really have many dents or dings in it. It actually looks really good. It was a lower piece, not an upper, but I can flip it around. And I think it's going to look better than this LMC repop that didn't hold clip for crap, and this one's holding the clips extremely well like it's supposed to. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, and hopefully as the day goes along, I push this out and get inside of it, because it's just hard to open the doors and crawl inside like it is. And it'll make me not be as shiny. I can shine it up if I wanted to. I'm just going to go ahead and... yeah, even the top lip is not the same. So it just doesn't really match the top of the originals, and that just bothers me. So I'm going to change them out. Luckily I only have one screw in the bottom. Yeah, we'll have to move it, so... oh man, ground's wet. Okay, one day I'd like to have a shop so I don't have to do stuff like this anymore. But, you know, it is what it is. And, of course, it's too low. I say that. Who knows? I still don't know if I am going to raise it back up a little bit, for the simple fact that once these springs settle and the rest of the weight's on the truck, it may be too low. I mean, I can't even get my head under it now. So, like any Arkansas weather, instead of slowing down, it picked up randomly. So, guess what? I'm just going to call it a day now. I got this trim on. I like the way it looks better on here than the other one. I got to line up some stuff. You know, all that good stuff still. I see that the front brake line on the passenger side is leaking, even though I'm afraid to tighten it more because I'm afraid to break something, but it is leaking. Not sure why. Alright, the other day was a complete crap shot, and yeah, just missed it and rained all day. So, here we are. Going to try it again. It's a little cooler. A lot cooler, really. Foggy. All that good stuff. But that's not going to affect me at all. Well, not really. So, now I can finally get on to what I was doing, which is this right here, because I bought this whole wiring harness under dash harness. Paid quite a bit for it because it's the only one I could freaking find for this connector. For this connector right here, if you believe that. Why, you ask? Because no one makes them, and I believe I explained that before, but just putting it out there again. And yeah, that's a sucks. I don't understand why no one makes it. Now, I still have the issue of the module. Do not have the wiper module, but changing the switch later to, you know, just plug straight into that, it's not a big deal. I maybe be able to find a module between now and time it's running, but as long as I got this, that's what counts, because the kit didn't come with it, so that does suck. But yeah. Alright, so continue on back with work. Of course, that means it's time to pull the dash again. Fun. Not. Okay. See about getting this thing. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. Alright. Just a little bit. A little bit here. Alright. So, while this is out, I'm going to do something special to this too. But, okay. So, make sure everything is plugged in here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it liked the way I routed it because nothing really reaches well. So, I guess. Yep, go freaking figure. I knew something was gonna happen. Alright, whatever. Alright. Oh, yeah. Took that out so I could lift that up higher, I think. Yeah? No? Yes. Pretty sure it's what I did. Yeah. Thought. Okay, come on out. There we go. These are honestly always a pain to deal with. Okay. Give me some more room to work behind there so I can take care of everything. That's plugged in. So leave that alone. Okay. Wipers. There they are. Right? Yes. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Somehow they're tangled in the harness oddly. That sucks. Okay. Alright, I've been losing my mind for 30 minutes, screaming, cussing, all that good stuff because I'm trying to figure out this right here, right? Connector not provided, use original connector. Okay. Sourced original connector. Okay. Then it has the wiring here and it shows connector C that plugs into that. Okay. Terminals found in dash harness bags G. Connector C. I, for the love of me, cannot find this connector at all. And it's not in the bag. And I'm like, well, that looked like it, but this is Pack A connector D. And I looked over it several times and I went, that's matches the wiring color and everything matches, and unfortunately these are not labeled, which I found the other wire that is not labeled. Frustration over this, and it was that right there, that freaking, yeah, it's not labeled correctly. Okay, so I've got to figure this out now, and I got all that figured out. Now here comes the fun part. I always hate doing this. Alright, now I'm gonna have my wife try to get the connectors out of that plug-in, or the wires out of the connector, because I don't have the patience to sit there and try to do that. I'll end up breaking something. So now what I'm gonna do is just try to connect everything else under the dash. Alright, now I got everything plugged in there, so it took me a minute because it got a little overwhelming being trapped, basically, because in between the roll cage and the seat and in between the dash, you know, it's kind of trapped in there, so a little frustrating there for a bit, but I got it. And now I'm trying to read this diagram and get all this wired up just right, and that is a little bit of a challenge in itself because I had to figure out which way the connector is in the picture and I had to go by the little slots because if I turned it one way, oh, so I'm had to line everything up and figure everything out. So. I wish they just had the correct connector, but again, no one supplies it. Like, I've checked, and they even say they can't supply it, which I see why. It's a little bit special of a connector, but I mean, today's day and age, come on now. I mean, you think about it, Dorman Help usually has everything. Nope, not even Dorman. And some of these aren't exactly bent, so they just slide back out. But, okay, I'm almost got it. So I'm going to get this finished up, get it in, put the dash back in and all that, and go on. Seems I made a mistake here. I ordered the wrong gauge. Now, it is technically the correct gauge, but in a sense wrong for what I'm doing because of one simple fact. This has got the screw on, and I meant to get it like I got the vacuum gauge with a little bracket, which, let's see if it fits. It does, but will it secure all the way is the question. If it does, I can still use it. I'll find another bracket. I hope I have one laying around. No, okay, it does. Okay, cool. Okay, I can use this. I can indeed use that. Cool. Oh, wait, hold on. What kind of bulb is it? Depending on what kind of bulb. If it wants to come. Okay. Yes! So I can put the green LED in it too. Now, the vacuum gauge is the other style bulb, and I cannot put the green LED in it. Which is okay. Okay, whatever, you know. 8 out of 9 ain't bad. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go find this bracket somewhere, and yeah. Now, a thought did occur to me, and yeah, I had to make something real quick before I put the dash back together for the heater, which is right here, and it's gonna hold my heater control. So I'm using aftermarket, which I know is a lot of actually wasted space, to tell you the truth. Just for the simple fact that all that for one little switch. But gotta paint that flat black now, and yeah, that'll do. Alright, so let's be honest here, I never actually had dome light or courtesy lights in this truck. This truck was always the kind that you just turn the light switch all the way to the left and the dome light kicked on. And the one under the one in between in the middle by your feet came on. That was it. So I'm just gonna put it back like that, because tell you the truth, I'm not sure how I would get switches in there if I could. That sounds lazy, but I took that panel off on that side, and there's no physical way for me to get my hand in there to get the wire ran, so I'm just gonna count it up as just gonna do it the way it was originally. I'm not gonna make it any fancier than what the truck was, because let's be honest, this thing was a Scottsdale, and it'll always be secretly a Scottsdale. But yeah, I'm also putting this nice little wire loom on this so I can run it up and over to where I have my dome. Okay, it's not messed up paint, it was dirt. Yeah, that way I can at least turn the switch and be like, I got lights, so I can see something. Now with my handy dandy, not electrical tools, in theory it's a plumbing tool, but you know, it's doing the same job, so it'll be alright. Don't tell nobody. It's clean, at least. It's a small one for sink drains that I never really got to work right, so it'll work for this though. Now, whoops. Let me go to the other side. I'm just kind of at an odd angle there. I hope. That's the only issue. Yeah. There we go. Got it. Excuse me. Coming through. Oh. Okay, here we go. Alright, you can see me that well. Yeah, so here's the plan. I jumped too far ahead. I'm going to cut this dash light and the ground wire for it and connect them to the wiring that I did for the lights on the new gauges. And I realize I am horribly backlit. Son of a... Alright, where did I put my wire strippers? I was going to say strippers, but then that left too many questions. Nope. Okay, well. Ow. Whoa. And then and then the power for my new heater is going to be off this. Jeez, I forgot that connector. I actually did over there, so I'm going to cut it there, and I'm going to go get that. This is a little connector that the kit came with for the heater. That was big. Something landed on my carport. Probably a squirrel. Now I know right here that says battery and on the for the heater switch, but I think I should be able to get away with that using the words sometimes are hard. The main power for the heater, I feel like that should work. I mean, it's already got a fuse in it anyway, so technically that should be correct. Why don't I just do this the freaking smart way? There. That would be smarter. Take the lights out and work on them. That way, technically all I have to do is connect them and then put the dash. Well, okay. That means all I have to do is this. That's out of the way. And all I gotta do is do this. So, okay. That should save me some hassle. Okay. Heater harness. Oh, there's an extra ground I wanted to add real quick. And I need to do that because I'm gonna hide it right here. So I'm gonna do that real quick while I'm here. And yeah, see, look, I can plug those in. No problem. Yep. Okay, so although that's a little, could be a little bit closer, but okay, well, there, there. All right, where's that ground wire? This is making it a little bit more difficult. Because of the wires now are holding me up. Of course, so this is a headache. I've got myself in a bind now. That's cool though. Not really. Alright. Haha. Okay. Make sure it's all plugged in still. Okay. This is always fun. It's not even fun whenever there's not even a roll cage. This is just always a pain to me. There we go. Okay, now I can start getting everything kind of back where it should be. I think, maybe, I don't know. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. That's way off. Okay, there we go. Alright, 2 screws started. That'll give me something to start with. And I think I'm going to put this back in there for now. Kind of like a way to hold that better until I get everything all completely lined up and organized and such, because this is a hassle. Okay, that's where that's supposed to be. That one's where that's supposed to be. Maybe. I don't know. I know back there somewhere is that little, is that metal? Is it? Nope, not on this one. This one's probably supposed to screw into the plastic. Guess what's not there anymore? The plastic. Nope, yep. So that was it. Okay, I need to figure something out here. Probably some kind of long self-tapper that'll screw through the metal. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. I have to go get some hardware and get this exactly where I want it. That's all. Although then again, right there, I can't get the screw in. That's a given. That is a given. I don't think I can get one right there either. I don't think it attaches to anything. Maybe it does. Oh, no, it got it. I got it. Woohoo! Something. Something. Yes. Okay. If I can just maybe, I don't know. I think I caught it. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's something at least. Alright. They'll hold for now until I get the final touches on. Let me go ahead and get this back up. Oh yeah, it's looking better. It's the only time that's ever going to hold without a bolt in it, I guarantee you. Why am I so far off? Oh boy. More problems. Ugh. I mean, that's in. So what's the problem? Alright. What happened? That happened? What the heck? Alright. Alright, now I have troubles here. Oh, up there. Yeah. Man, what the heck? I know I loosened that up earlier to, dang it. I loosened it up out there so I could work on this a little bit better. And as you just saw, it just slipped out. Is that it? Did I get it? I think so. There we go. All right. And the problem is, I do think this steering wheel is all the way back. Really? Man, it's only something, isn't it? There we go. Ha! Reminder to tighten that up really good when I get out there. All right, let's get in here. Let's check this out. All right. I can just slide in here. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can get where y'all can see. Yes, look at that. You gotta love the speedometer. Got the vacuum and the temp right here, so when you're sitting here, I can just glance over and see everything I need to know. Everything is here up. Now, obviously, a lot of wasted space for just the heater control, but I don't know, I could add something here later if I wanted to. These are a little bit too big to fit in there. So I don't know, maybe a little smaller gauge would fit. I don't know. Obviously, the radio will go there when I get speakers, get all wired up. And of course, cutting that out. Of course, still that right there just looks killer on this thing. I mean, look at that. Jeez. And you can see all those gauges. So yeah, this is pretty cool. That's a pretty good shot right here. If you can see, I got glare, so yeah. See, I'm driving here, I can see everything. I might have to glance a little bit, see the gas gauge, but it's not a big deal. See those pretty good, see the oil, the amp, that's what really matters. Speedometer, it kind of gets hard to see from 60 to 90, but yeah, who cares, right? Because if I'm going that fast, it don't matter. I know what I'm doing, and I'm not really worried about speed. But yeah, that looks a lot better. Oh man. Now I do got this right here to hook up to the heater when I get it, and that, and obviously water temp. But you know, that comes later, so that's a lot better. Whew. All right. I think I'm gonna call here. That was didn't seem like a lot of work, but it did take a little time to do everything. Doesn't look like got a lot done, but it did. So now at least the dash is where it should be. As long as I can find the module for the delay switch for the wipers, I'll be good. Probably what may end up doing is robbing it off the GMC when I get this one running and put a regular one in it and take the module, because the module works. Put it in here and then I'll have my delay. Shouldn't have got rid of it. Didn't know any better though. Didn't know you couldn't get them. Who would have thought? They make so many aftermarket parts for these trucks, and yet, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Still got some work to do, obviously. Work to do. Jeez. We're getting there, though. Getting there. Every little bit counts. The more I get done now, the less I got to do come spring. Oh, excuse me. Oh, crap. Where'd that come from? Me, obviously. So pretty much, I only got a couple things left to do the interior. Put the belts in it, the heater, and the radio. Well, no, shifter. I gotta figure out a shifter. Don't know what to do for a shifter yet. I got a shifter. It's not really great. I kind of want a center console with cup holders. And I got a speaker box. Because I thought about, I have those original cab corner speaker holders. Can't really get to them now with the cage. Oops. But I got a speaker box just like I do in the other truck. Thought about putting it in there. And then building a console off of it forward. To where I can have my shifter there. And cup holders. That way... Yeah, I gotta have cup holders. Come on. It's 2024. You gotta have cup holders. I mean, these trucks didn't have cup holders, but it's time, okay? Not much left on the interior, which is good, because that just eliminates some things. Now, for the bad news is, it does look like it's holding brake fluid to an extent. And I say that because, no, it's not. It's leaked out the back. Okay, it's not holding brake fluid. I have fiddled with the thing for, well, since, you know, putting them on. And I've done, because they're stainless steel, I've done the exercise. Tighten them up, loosen them off. Tighten them further, loosen them off. Tighten them further, loosen them off. Until they take a lot more torque than a regular steel line. And there's 3 spots where it's continually leaking. No matter how many times I've come back over here, tightened them all down, loosen them, tighten them, loosen them. Wiped them all off, topped off the brake fluid to the tippy top so I know it's draining. And the brake fluid's moved, go up under that and check the places, and there's new drips, so it's like, I'm not pressing the pedal, this is just dripping, so pushing the pedal's probably going to cause it to leak more. So I'm just getting, I got lucky, I can trade these out for just regular steel lines. Which honestly is going to be okay. You know why? Because the gray truck out there still has the original brake lines. It's still going. This would have had the original brake lines had I not been in a wreck and several of them got damaged. So I thought, okay, I'll replace them all. Good idea, but I went stainless, tried to get too fancy. If the flares are wrong, you got to have a special flare tool to reflare it. And it's just a hassle, okay? Because this is stainless. I'm going to paint them anyway. I'm not going to leave them shiny, so I'm just going to go back steel. Because there's really, for me where I live, there's no advantage to having stainless steel lines versus steel. Because as long as I keep them painted, and there's not enough elements out here to hurt it. So, yeah. So when the other ones get here, I got to take these off, swap them around, put these in those boxes, and send these back off and have the new ones installed. I'll put the brake fluid back in it, all that good stuff. So, yeah. It's going to be fun. And that's what I should have thought of. Since it does have stainless, you got to torque it, put more torque on it to seal it. That's why I was afraid of the brass, because I'm like, ooh, I'm going into brass. And yeah, I'm just going to go steel. Just steel. Okay. Alright, enough of that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.